Promise to tell like it is. Welcome back to the episode of, it's been a long time episode actually, of the podcast Uncut. We're gonna answer these questions. So I thought I'd do a Q&A because it's been a long time since I've done a Q&A. There's been a ton of new subscribers. So thank you to all the new subscribers that are here since last year this time. I just reached 100,000 and here I am now. And that's because you guys and, come to my channel and subscribing and showing your support. So I really, really appreciate it. I'm just gonna do a Q&A so we can, kind of see, if you guys are new, probably haven't seen me do much else outside of training. So let's dive into the deepness. And I'll be transparent, vulnerable, exactly. Everything I say, I'll tell like it is. Okay, so I'm from Mang313. Johnny, since I was a kid, I've had this mentality of more time in the gym equals results, even though I've proven to myself it's not necessary or true. How do I change that mindset? Therapist, ? LOL. It's beating in facts, right? So here's the thing, when it comes to, you said therapist, which is pretty cool. Throughout my development, through my mental health and whatnot, there's something that I have to really focus on, which are the facts over judgments, right? Judgments and facts are how they differ. My name is Jonathan Zachary Shree. That's my name. It's a fact, right? Johnny looks angry. That is not a fact. That's a judgment. I could be neutral faced. I could be puzzled. I can be actually happy. I just don't smile. There's a bunch of other things out there that it could be that aren't the thing that you think, because that's something that's not a fact. Very simple in search, right? This is a black shirt, right? Johnny thinks he's whatever in that shirt. That's a judgment, right? So in terms of like this whole process, you have to think facts over judgments, right? You being in the gym for you being in the gym for long equals more results. That is a judgment, because that's not a fact. The fact is that if you're in the gym training like you should probably most likely be in the gym for only about an hour. And here's how the facts work in that point. If you do 20 hard sets, let's say you do actual 20 hard sets in one workout. One day you do 20 hard sets. You're coming to 2 to 3 reps before failure, right? 20 hard sets, right? That set lasts you around let's just say it lasts a minute, because we're gonna elongate it and make it last as a long ass set. That's a hard ass set, a minute. And let's say you rest, 2 minutes, because you need to rest 2 minutes for training to build your muscle, right? It's 3 minutes per set. That means you're in the gym for 60 minutes. 20 hard sets for 60 minutes. If you're in the gym for 3 hours, what are you doing, right? Now at that point, you're just wasting time, because now you're in the gym doing things that aren't going to make any sense, that won't make any sense, that are all purely judgments and judgmental. Then if I'm in here longer than this, I'm gonna build more muscle. And it's no, because if you're actually out of the gym and recovering, the extra hours you spend training in the gym is the hours you need to recover. So when you start actually thinking about the whole process and how that kind of mindset makes zero sense, it's counterintuitive, and you continue to act in that way, then you got to really think about it. It's hey man, if you constantly know what you're doing isn't optimal, that is something you might have to go talk to someone about, to be honest, because you're telling me it's not. So how to stop the mindset is yo, you got a family? That's time in the gym you're taking away from your family, or from something else that you could be more beneficial doing. Maybe you're at a project you got to do or finish or something. I don't know. There's more of the day that you can take those extra hours that you shouldn't be in the gym and put them somewhere else that are way more beneficial for that entire gym experience to be beneficial in the end. Just saying. What is your mindset going into your workouts? Is there something that pushes you, a specific goal you set yourself mentally? Since we learn good physique form from you every video, it would be cool to hear the mental. Okay, cool. From the looks of it, much love from Germany. So keep it up. Dope. So before, when I was actively training for a show, my mindset was the same. When it comes to training, it was the same as it was getting ready for game day. My whole body would go into this mode where I'm going into play a game of football, and knowing that it's going to be violent and aggressive, but yet very controlled and intelligent, you know what I mean? That's the exact same mindset I have going into training, and it's been like that forever. I swear to God, it's after my first year working out when I was 11 years old, and then playing football, realizing yo, football and this workout thing works together. The stronger I am in the gym, the more I could run dudes over or run around them or whatever. So I would have this mindset of game day, pre-workout. I would, back in the day, I would listen to music, whatever. I'd have Little John playing or something crazy, AC/DC, Thunderstruck, same shit I listened to before going to games, but then I'd be like thinking about the game, but not in this terms, like more so like, oh, what's the workout? And mentally preparing for like if it's a leg day and shit. Like I know exactly, like, and I would take my leg days, like even like, you know, when I was working on my form, even if I wasn't working on my form as much, when I was like a lot more explosive, it was still this like, you know, build up of like, you know, you're going into a set, you know, you're gonna do your 5x5, you know what I mean? You're putting like the most amount of what you used on, you're just, you know, you're ready to go to war, and you just go through this technique that you know what I mean? Like that's always stayed the same. That's what it's been like, you know what I mean? Like, and I do, like, if I, you know, one of those digging times, when those not hard times, but like, you know, hard parts of prep where you needed really to get yourself up, or like going to a really heavy set, yeah, man, I believe that there's somewhere in your head that you can go that only you know where to go, and no one else knows that place. No one else does. No one's in there. It's just you, and you use it for what you need it for. And that, I got a place like that. I swear to God, like whatever, man, I do. I get a place that's in the back of my head that if I need to go somewhere for an extra gear, I go in that room. I unlock the door, and like even walking up to that room, it gets nervous. I get nervous and I get excited because I'm like, I'm about to just go in this room real quick and use a few things. And then it's just like, you know, anyway, so yes, for sure. Nowadays, it's like, you know, I'm not as like, I would say aggressive mentally, because like it's changed so much more to like this like fine tune of like what is necessary, you know what I mean? So like I really enjoy a long hard set where like it hurts really, really bad, like in my muscle, you know what I mean? Like my muscle, like my chest or my butt or something, like that burning sensation you guys feel, that's like, yo, the pump. I really, really, really like that feeling.
It's as satisfying to me as coming is. I mean, it's terrific, right?
And I really like that feeling of hamstrings. It's nuts. I don't know. Anyway, I love it, right? So for me now, it's like, I can't wait to get there. So I'm like kind of excited, like, yes. So when I'm training, I'm like way more efficient in terms of like controlled aggression, but it's always there at some level, for sure. Man, I got off on that one, man. For someone who worked out for years and took an extended full stop break for any period of time, months, years, how would you recommend getting back into the swing of things, avoiding injury, and dusting off the mind-body connection? So like coming off and then going back on in terms of like training is like, you know, it's fun to kind of build because you get to start from the get-go, right? You get to start progressing because it won't be that long before your body really starts to kind of, you know, remember how it used to train and whatnot. But in terms of like your load, I would look at the approach of like going through like, the same approach I would take from someone who's like just came off of a show. You know, the calories are low. They're not training as intense as they were for like weeks before that. So I'm not gonna go like back balls to the wall, let's get it. It's gonna kill because I've done that before and it sucks. So my focus will be, you know, really focus on, you know, your technique and form, as well as like your quality for your sets, reps and sets. And then like really understanding how to like, you know, beat yourself.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
How to like, you know what I mean? Like really get a good pump by contractions. When you're training chest, you're thinking about the chest, and then the pump is in the chest, and throughout the entire set, you're thinking about the chest. That's all you're thinking about. You're thinking about the chest. You're thinking about like the sensation you feel here. That's basically like what a muscle mind connection is. Being able to feel the sensation in the targeted muscle. If you don't feel it there, it's not that you don't have a mind muscle connection. It's just that you don't know what you're doing. And you're doing it somewhere else and you feel like, I feel it in my shoulders. And doing my chest, I feel it in my shoulders. Yeah, it's because you're not doing it right. If you're doing it right, you feel it in the right, you know, targeted muscles. So work on that, you know, making sure that you're feeling the muscle when you train, like the burn should burn in the targeted muscle that you're targeting. That's how I look at that, and go from and progressive overload from there. Do that until you're at a place where you're comfortable doing all the movements you want to do, and then you know, increase the load more, and then, you know, add some other things like drop sets, supersets, or whatever like that, or, you know, maybe you can do a strength block. Like get there at a slow pace, take your time. Anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video, guys. If you did, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and share. You know, come up with that title like it is, transparent, vulnerable truth. For coaching, guys, johnshoot.com, guys. I'm gonna do more of these Q&As. They're actually pretty dope, so we'll do more of them. But anyway, guys, if you want to know more about my coaching, book yourself a 15 or 30-minute consult. Ask me all the questions you want to ask. At the end of the consult, I deduct off any package that you pick. Also, guys, see the discount codes and promo codes that help save your life or change your life for the better down in the description below. Guys, add me on Instagram and TikTok. Send me your progress pics and training pics and your video clips, and I'll repost it for you, because you know how it is. Iron sharpens iron. Progressive overload your life. In the meantime, keep dream chasing. Peace.